Okay, apostrophes are also used in contractions. Okay, contractions we'll definitely talk about a lot. Contractions are not just some shortcut or laziness on the part of native speakers. They are very truly the way English sounds. They're just with the apostrophes, a way of writing the way the language sounds anyway. Okay, so apostrophes are these forms of shorter phrases in which letters are omitted. Usually two words are written and pronounced as if they were one. All right, so you replace omitted letters with the apostrophe. I am, I'm. Notice it becomes smashed together like one word, okay? So the problem with apostrophes for some people and with these contractions and possessive forms for others is their potential for ambiguity. All right, so ambiguity is when two possibilities that both make logical sense exist, and we don't know which one to choose. All right, so let's take a look at these. Babies, 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 and babies. As you hopefully noticed, all 5 babies sound exactly the same. And 3 of them look exactly the same. All right, so in writing, having the apostrophes in different positions helps us to reduce that ambiguity. Now 3 forms look the same instead of 5. In speech, 5 sound the same. How do we solve this in English? Do we have, as native speakers, a special magical ability to hear the difference between babies, 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 and babies? The answer is no. We don't have any magical abilities. There are no small differences in the sound. You don't say baby yes, baby yes. No, they're all babies. How do we hear the difference between the thousands of words that follow this pattern? Context. The grammar and situation in which something is found. All right, so let's take a look at these and look at our rules. So if babies is acting as a subject or object, or any noun is doing that, well, clearly it's the plural possessive. The ugly babies love crying all night. A bear ate her ugly babies. The sound of babies is not helping. What's helping is the function of babies in the sentence. In the first sentence, they are doing an action. They are loving crying all night. In the second one, they're receiving an action, the action of becoming bear food. Okay, in writing, the fact that we have no apostrophes shows us that this is neither possessive nor a contracted form, neither a possessive nor a contraction. Okay. Singular possessive forms. Bill's dog is cute. Bill's ugly baby is sick. The ugly baby's mom is beautiful. Melinda dislikes her husband's mother. Okay, so in conversation, we cannot hear the difference between singular possessive forms and plural possessive forms. We have to use even more context. We have to know who you're talking about or what you're talking about in a lot more detail. In writing, however, the apostrophe and its position can help us dramatically. Apostrophe S shows us one baby. Okay, so plural possessive form, S apostrophe shows us many babies. They might share the same mom, so they might be siblings, brothers and sisters, but they have one mother. Okay. Something to also notice is how embarrassing mistakes with this can be. Let's take a look at Melinda. Melinda dislikes her husband's mother. Okay, that's a common situation. A lot of women dislike their mother-in-laws. All right, so she dislikes the mother of her husband. No problem, okay? This one sounds the same, but in writing, it's embarrassing. It's ridiculous. Melinda dislikes her husband's mother. Melinda dislikes the mother of her multiple husbands. In other words, Melinda has more than one husband, but those husbands have the same mother. And I'll give you a second to think about this one. What do we call men who have the same mother? I know, Mr. Paul. I know. Okay, yes. Brothers. That's right. We call them brothers. I miss being in the classroom, you can tell. That's why I'm talking to myself while I talk to you. Okay. So the way we recognize that these are possessive is that the person possesses something. Mom follows babies. Mother follows husbands. Dog follows bills. All right, in this next case here, it's a little trickier. It is the babies. All right, but notice I didn't say it are the babies. It is the babies means that something belongs to one baby. Okay. Contractions can also sound the same. Bill's sick, the ugly baby's sick. All right, now you might imagine that you always hear native speakers say, Bill is sick. But that's usually in textbooks or when we're trying really hard to pronounce every sound clearly for something like an English class. Normally in conversation, even in relatively formal conversation, Bill's sick is a perfectly acceptable way of saying Bill is sick. All right, now how do we know that this is and not possession? Well, look what follows it. A subject complement in this case. You can't own sick. Sick is not a noun. Sick is a describing word, an adjective. The noun form would be sickness. So Bill's sickness would be the sickness belonging to Bill. But Bill's sick, complete sentence, Bill is sick. Okay? Finally, there are also contractions with the auxiliary form of has. By auxiliary, I mean the helping form. Not the verb, like I have pizza, but the auxiliary form, as in I've seen that movie. I have seen that movie. All right, so Bill's never seen that movie. Seen. The past participle tells us that this is has. Bill has never seen that movie. Gone does the same thing for us in the next sentence. The ugly baby's never gone to Disney World. Okay, so this might sound like it's an easy concept to understand, but keep in mind we're talking about processing this information almost instantly. That's my theme song. No, that's my phone. Sorry about that. We're talking about processing this information almost instantaneously in conversation and quickly and clearly in writing. So it's probably a good idea to get comfortable with these. And when you're writing, remember that your readers will expect your apostrophes to be in the right place because it makes things unambiguous for us. And writers are always writing for their readers. All right.